Okay, so yesterday we talked about pre-qualifying the listing appointment, right? So, and you'll see how this plays in when we get to the next page on the 1-minute listing presentation, right? So, especially question number 5. When I see you, how much do you want to list your home for? So that's so important, because when you're on the appointment, they have a price in mind. And if you do a CMA and they match or they're super close, I mean, if they're within 1 or 2% in this market, just don't worry about it. Don't spend a lot of time on it. So you can see, and we'll see on that next one, right? So on the next screen, here we got the 1-minute listing presentation, right? So I'll walk you through it real quick. So, hi, thanks again for having me over. I'm excited about getting your home on the market and getting it sold. Do you mind if I take a quick look at your home? So I wrote down 3 real important questions for you. Number 1, do you absolutely have to sell your home? Okay, great. So number 2, will you price your home to sell, or do you want to keep it on the market for a long period of time? You want it to sell, right? Okay, great. Do you want me to handle the sale for you? Right? And so look at down at the bottom where it says 1, 2, and 3. So only close for the signature at the end of the 1-minute presentation when you have qualified and know the following. They know you. They want to hire you. They will list at your price. So how do we know if they're going to list at our price? Because we ask them on the pre-qualifying script, when I see you, how much do you want to list your home for? And then you go through the as a professional real estate, blah, blah, blah. So what price won't you go below? So if they tell you $450 and they won't go below $425, or whatever. And so, but let's say $450, you do a CMA, $450 is a great price to list it at, then go for it. You don't need to open up a can of worms and start talking, right? They already assume you know how to sell houses. You know what causes them to think you don't know how to sell houses? You show up and start yakking. That's what causes them to believe you have an issue with selling houses. Just walk in there with the assumption that you know how to sell houses, and then your vibe will pass over to them, and then they'll know that you can sell houses. They already believe you can. You're a real estate professional. As long as you behave like one, they'll still continue to believe you, right? So number 3, do you want me to handle the sale for you, right? And they say, yeah. Say, great. All we need to do now is simply sign the contract so I can help you get what you want and the time you want. Won't that be great? Now, if you know exactly what it is they want and when they want it, insert that in there. So all we need to do now is simply sign the contract so I can help you get that new home in South Jordan in the next 60 days. Won't that be great? Right? So insert their motivation in there if you can. Now, if you don't know it, just stick to the exact script. So that way I can help you get what you want in the time you want. Won't that be great? So who wants to start off on the role play? So I'm going to make you all do it, so you might as well just get it over with. I'll be the seller. Who wants to be the agent?
I'm in.
Go for it, Charles. So I'm the seller.
Hi, Rob. Thanks for having me over. I'm excited about getting your house on the market and getting it sold. Do you mind if I take a quick look around your home?
Oh, no, go ahead.
Great. So I wrote down 3 real important questions for you. Do you absolutely have to sell your home?
I do.
Great. That's fantastic. Rob, will you press your home to sell, or do you want to keep it on the market for a long period of time?
Oh, no, we want to sell it.
Great. Do you want me to handle the sale for you?
Yeah, we do.
Fantastic. All we need to do now is simply sign the contract so I can help you get what you want and the time you want. Won't that be great?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Awesome. Thanks, Rob.
Yeah. So when they say great, just push the contract in front of them. Say, go ahead and sign it. That's what I do.
That. You can't see my emotions, but that's what I did.
Yeah, exactly. So who's next? Who's the next one?
I'll
So
do
we
it
got
next.
you. Who's this? Who's speaking?
Vonda. Sorry, I'm
Go ahead,
doing it
Vonda.
on my phone. Hi.
Can you see
Okay,
this?
so my
Yep.
a little bit. So if I sound a little choppy, sorry, it's just a little hard to read on small screen.
Okay.
All right. Hi. Thanks again for having me over, Rob. I'm excited about getting your home on the market and getting it sold. Do you mind if I take a quick look at your home?
No, go ahead.
Great. I wrote down 3 real important questions for you. Do you absolutely have to sell your home?
I do.
You do. Fantastic. Will you price your home to sell, or do you want to keep it on the market for a long period of time?
Oh, no, we want it sold.
Great. You want it sold. Do you want me to handle the sale for you?
We do, yeah.
Excellent. All we need to do is simply sign the contract so I can help you get what you want in the time you want. Won't that be great?
Yeah, that'd be great. Perfect. Good job. So, we got, let's see, who didn't go? So who went? Charles went. We got Renee, and we got viewer 11 and Amy. Who's next?
I'll go,
All
Rob.
right. Go for it. Viewer 11 and Amy, you're next. So, go ahead.
So, hi, Rob. Thanks for having me over. I'm excited about getting your home on the market and getting it sold. Do you mind if I take a quick look at your home?
No, go ahead.
Great. I wrote down 3 real important questions for you.
Okay.
Do you absolutely have to sell your home?
Oh, yeah, we do.
Oh, fantastic. Now, will you price your home to sell, or do you want to keep it on the market for a long period of time?
No, we want to sell it.
Great. Now, do you want me to handle the sale for you?
We do, yeah.
Fantastic. So all we need to do now is just simply sign the contract so I can help you get what you want in the time you want. Won't that be great?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, fabulous. Thanks, Rob.
Okay. All right, who's next? Viewer 11 or Amy? I don't know who viewer 11 is.
I don't know. The viewer 11 might be me. I don't know.
Oh, no, I see
Amy.
your number. Okay. I'll send you a chat. So you're
Hi,
next,
Rob.
Amy.
Okay. Hi, Rob. Thanks
Hi.
again for having me over. I'm excited to get your home on the market and get it sold.
Okay.
Do you mind if I take a quick look around your home?
No, go for it.
Okay, great. Rob, I wrote down 3 real important questions for you. Do you absolutely have to sell your home?
Yeah, we do.
You do? Great. Will you price your home to sell, or do you want to keep it on the market for a long period of time?
Oh, no, we want to get it sold.
Sold? Fantastic. Do you want me to handle the sale for you?
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Well, Rob, all we need to do now is simply sign the contract so I can help you get what you want and the time you want. Won't that be great?
Oh, that'd be great.
Great. Sign the contract.
Okay. So, and see, when she said that, I mean, won't that be great? I'm like, my natural reaction was, yeah, that'd be great. I'm leading her to it. So, but remember, only if they know you, they want to hire you, and they will list at your price, right? So this is usually an SOI call or a FSBO you've been following up with for 6 weeks, right? So, that type of thing. If this is just somebody you don't really know, it's a referral, and you got, but here's the thing, 99 times out of 100, you're not going to be on the same price. I mean, that's just the way it goes. So, and that's all there is to it. So, any thoughts or questions so far? because I'll run through it one more time. The only thing is that you guys weren't doing was saying, and it's not really necessary, but I like doing it because I said I wrote down 3 real important questions for you. Number 1, do you, so say the question. Number 1. The other thing is I need you guys to pause a little more. You guys are kind of running through the script. So just pause. Pay attention to the ... The ... are pauses, right? So, hi. Thanks again for having me over. I'm excited about getting your home on the market and getting it sold. So you want to pause so that they can hear what it is you're actually saying. And then you say, do you mind if I take a look at your home? Now, usually they want to show you the home. Now, there's 2 schools of thoughts. One is, no, let me look at the house without you. And you could say, look, I'd like to take a look at the home the way a buyer's going to take a look at the home. Do you mind? Do you mind if I look at it the way a buyer looks at it? And they go, what does that mean? So without the seller pointing out certain things. So we can talk about anything afterward, but I just want to take a quick look at the house. Are you okay with that? And, sometimes and they'll say, yeah, and then follow you around anyway. It's like, yeah. Right? You've all shown a house with your buyer and the seller walking around with you pointing things out, right? So, we've all been there. That is the most annoying thing in the world. So your goal is to try and get it done without them, without them. So, that's the goal right there. But, sometimes it is what it is. And if they are showing you the house, then, work on rapport. Start using assumptive language clauses like, as your agent, blah, blah, blah. So as your agent, we'll handle that. As your agent, this is what we do. So you want to use that assumptive language clauses in your language patterns, right? So the other one is, so when I knock on the front door, so this one is, this is kind of like, hi, thanks for having me over. This is kind of the front door question. So what I've done is I knock on the front door and I go, hey, hey, thanks for having me over. I'm real excited. And they took out the word real. So I always say I'm real excited. But I'm real excited about getting your home on the market and getting it sold. Hey, let me ask you a question. Did you want to sign the contract now, or do you want to show me the house first? Right? And so this is just, and this is just my ability to work inside the scripts because I know them so well. Okay? I know the script so well. But I love doing that up front because then I get the reflex no out of the way. So does that make sense? But, don't try that unless you're super comfortable with it. And it fits my personality because I can do that. If I say, did you want to sign the contract first or sign the contract or show me the house first, they laugh. They chuckle. And they go, well, let's show you the house first. Okay. So I got 2 things done with that statement. One is I got the reflex no out of the way. And number 2, I got them to chuckle. When you can get people to smile and chuckle, their defenses come way, way down. Way down. You get into rapport a whole lot faster when you can cause them to smile or chuckle. So that's why I do it. So did we determine who viewer 11 was? Was that you, Amy? I pinged a message to the viewer 11. So if they're on the phone, they may not see it. So everybody went so far. Who, if you're 11, if you want to go, you can. If not, the only way you're ever going to learn is to go ahead and do it. So, but they may not be able to see it well if they're on their phone, so that's okay. So with that said, we're going to have to make sure everybody has the scripts. So any thoughts or questions on the script, how simple it is? Can anybody see themselves using the script?
Absolutely. I've done this a couple of times.
Good. So who said absolutely?
Vonda.
Okay.
I got to try to use this today, hopefully.
Right. Well, here's the thing. If you're in the right price and you qualified them, but remember, this is all about, so remember this clause down at the bottom in the italics, right? Only close with a signature at the end of the 1-minute presentation when you have qualified and know the following, right? So but let's go back to the pre-qualifying script. If what I say makes sense and you feel comfortable and confident that I can sell your home, are you planning to list your home with me when I come out at 4? So, And if they say, well, we're not sure what you have to say, okay. So I always would back that up with, if they're not sure, to say, I understand you haven't heard what I had to say yet, so I understand that. So let me ask you a question. If you feel that what I present to you is correct and right and what you want, are you in a position to actually sign a contract? If they say
so
yes,
dealing,
go ahead.
Sorry. This would be like, I'm sure, something that has to deal with all of the relatives. So what's the best way to approach
Oh,
that?
you're on an estate sale and you got a bunch of siblings. You got to find out up front who the decision makers are and will they be there.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
Because you don't want to do this. You don't want to present to a non-decision maker. So that's just the way it is.
If the decision makers are out of town, because I don't know. I'm not sure who lives out.
Well, you don't, right? Because right now you don't know, so you got to get on the phone and pre-qualify. Period.
Right. Got it. Okay.
Because we don't guess. So this is the whole purpose of the pre-qual script, is so we don't show up and make guesses. You know, you show up and you get ambushed, and that's what you don't want. You want to show up and know all the information.
I would agree on the estate sales. Knowing who is the one that's making the decision is most important, because there may be some decision making with everybody there, but there's usually
one or two that are decision makers, depending on how many there are.
Yep, and if you miss the one, you may miss the whole thing, or have to present a whole another time to that person as well.
And then there's always one relative that is financially illiterate and thinks that the property's worth 10 times more than it is. So the person that always thinks it's worth the most, because number one, they're broke, they don't know how to make financial decisions, and they're not even broke, they're just poor, right? There's a big difference between broke and poor. I'm not poor, but I've been broke. So, and there's a big, poor is a mindset, broke is a physical condition, a temporary condition, anyway, situation, whatever you want to call it. So, any other thoughts or questions on this?
Are all these scripts, I had a hard time finding them. I was looking under scripts. It should be located just under scripts.
Yeah, well, I'm going to get those easier. Yeah, on our website, there's, what's that page called? So they're these are a little different, because the one on our site's a lot older, but let me get to our site. It's on, in fact, on our website, you can search up in the search bar. Just search the word scripts.
So where do I find these scripts that we're using?
I'm going to put those online. But we have a script book online that is on our website now, that there's very, very few minor changes. But I'd like to get everybody up to speed on this one. We'll get those set up, so excuse me. So I'll get those online to where, and then everybody has it to where, we're all using the same one.
Thank you.
So, but if you go to our site and just search the word scripts, it's on the same page where you found the scripts to Baroque music.
Right. The scripts look a little different, but I guess that's why, because they're the older ones.
Well, they're minor different, right. There's some minor changes, but the one, so, the changes are minor. If you use the old ones, you'll still be fine, but the new ones have a little couple tweaks that are actually pretty nice. So, and you can tell sometimes I default to the old one, because that's what I've learned for 10 years, 12 years, whatever. The first time I went to productivity school was in April 1998. So I started learning these scripts 21 years ago. So, any other thoughts or questions or concerns? So, if not, I'm going to run through this script one more time, because we got a few minutes. So I want you to hear it again. Okay? Who wants to be my role play partner? So Charles, how about you? Be my role play partner, and just stick to the script, right? Don't don't shut me down. So hi Charles, thanks again for having me over. I'm excited about getting your home on the market and getting it sold. Do you mind if I take a quick look at your home?
No, go ahead.
Okay. Charles, I wrote down 3 real important questions for you. Number 1, do you absolutely have to sell your home?
Oh, yeah, we need to sell.
Okay, fantastic. Okay. Number 2, Charles, will you price your home to sell, or do you want to keep it on the market for a long period of time?
Oh, yeah, we really want it sold.
Oh, you want to get it sold? Great. Okay. And Charles, number 3, do you want me to handle the sale for you?
Absolutely, Rob. You're great.
Okay, excellent. So, Charles, all we need to do now is simply sign the contract so I can help you get what you want in the time you want. Won't that be great?
Yes, it will. Absolutely. Thanks.
Okay, go ahead, sign the contract. It's okay.
Done.
So I just want you to hear that again with the proper cadences, the proper pausing, and that kind of stuff. So, and then go back and listen to this, and especially listen to yourself doing it, and then compare it to, I want you to go and listen to yourself, and then as you're hearing yourself, I want you to be looking at the script and hearing the pauses. And to see if you have the pauses properly. So I want you to practice them. The 3 dots are pauses. Okay? All right. So does anybody have any questions, thoughts? Now, if not, I'm going to go ahead and end the recording, and then let's get on the phones and start making calls. Okay? All right. Love you guys. So have a good day.